Hello everyone, today I'm looking rough. I'm in need of just like feeling pretty. I just need to feel not like this. Basically, I was one of the lucky ones here. If you live in my area or in New Zealand, I know it's kind of like everywhere in New Zealand right now. If you've had this cold that's lasted like 2 weeks and it's just like mucusy and phlegmy, just like a head cold, sinuses, kind of like extra bad hay fever, just like a head cold that's just lasting like 2-3 weeks. Honestly, I was like touching all sorts of wood because Porter had not gotten sick in so long, especially considering it's like winter and it's freezing and it's crap weather. I thought, you know, like, yes, we're nailing winter, we're not getting sick, but we did. We got this head cold and I've just had it for the last couple weeks. A couple times I thought it was gone and then it came back later that day with like a vengeance. I'm finally feeling, touch wood once again, finally feeling like it's kind of gone. I'm still so mucusy, but like I feel kind of normal now. And good timing, I've actually booked in for a massage tomorrow, which is so unlike me. And it's because for my birthday last year, Sally got me a voucher to go get a massage or a facial or whatever, and I'm gonna go get a massage because my body, like if you've got a little toddler that you're carrying around everywhere, you understand, it's feeling all sorts of tight. So I thought I would get a massage. It's gonna be really nice, hopefully. I don't usually do this kind of thing. I get a little bit anxious around it. Is anyone else like that? Like people think I'm crazy, but I get like really nervous. But every time I've had a massage, I'm like, oh, this is the best, but I do get very, very frightened. I feel like I just don't know what I'm doing, even though like it's not that big of a deal. Like I freak out when they're like, oh, get under this blanket. I'm like, what clothes do I leave on? Do I take everything off? Like I just freak out. Okay, the reason I'm telling you that is because normally I fake tan when I want to feel like better, because I just love fake tanning. I love just the feeling of a fresh tan. If you're a fake tan girly, you understand. But since I'm getting a massage tomorrow, like I figure like there's not really any point. Like they might mess it up or rub it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Also, last time I did a get ready with me with my, sorry I sound so nasally, when I did a get ready with me with my pale skin, my natural skin tone, so many of you loved it. Like I got so many comments compared to normal and I was like, okay, for those of you who loved the pale get ready with me, we're doing round 2.0. We're also going to do my hair. My hair, believe it or not, has been in this plait for 2 days in a row. I've not even taken it out for 2 days straight. So it's probably completely knotty. It's actually not looking too bad considering. I actually still need to go wash my face because I haven't even done that yet, and we will get changed out of this t-shirt that I slept in overnight. Normally I shower before, you know, filming, but I actually showered like late last night, and so, you know, but the skin needs to be cleaned. Come with me, why not? Welcome to my downstairs bathroom. This plant needs some water. And look, if you want more IRL content like this, then go check out my vlog channel because I've uploaded quite a few vlogs lately. Why? I cannot zoom out any more than this. I feel like I'm like right in here. I'm in makeup stained track pants. Been using this cleanser while I'm in this downstairs bathroom. This is like our guest bathroom. You're gonna have to deal with shit lighting because it's not like I'm gonna bring out all my flashlights right now. So basically today I want to film a shop my stash because I haven't in ages and I've been fiending one. Like I've been thinking about it for weeks now. Like I want to film a shop my stash and just like go through my drawers and stuff. I guess since like doing the declutters we've been doing, I've just been really excited to do it, so we'll do it today. And we might try out the lighter shade of my Tir Tir, the lighter shade of our Tir Tir cushion. I have used it, but I haven't used it on camera, so I'll just show you what it looks like on my skin. People were asking like what my pale shade is and how it matches, and I don't know what kind of look we're gonna go for today. Maybe something with like colourful liner, because I wanted to do a little bit of colour. I mentioned that in my last video, and if you missed my last video, I really loved that lip colour. Holy face cloth. Normally I use my takeoff mitts, but I don't have any clean ones downstairs right now. They're all upstairs. I'm not going up there. People always said like I would regret having a 2-story house because they're a pain in the ass to like go up and down to like grab stuff, but I haven't had that much of an issue. I really don't mind, but when there's a face cloth right here, I'll just use this. It's fine. The takeoff mitt is much more gentle, but it's fine. I'm not gonna moisturize. I have something in mind for that. And this room is such a pigsty. I've got PR everywhere. Like I don't even want to like show you properly. But I figure I'm gonna do a PR haul in the next few days. So like I'd rather just film that and then tidy up my room because it's going to get real messy when I film that. Those of you who have been helping with my microphone saga, what does this sound like now? This is back to the camera microphone. I did a little test and I felt like it sounded a little bit like tinny or something, but then someone said the last one sounded tinny. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, it's easier just to use the microphone in the camera. Do you guys mind this quality, or do you prefer like the higher quality but like it's all hooked up, you know? To be fair, I just bought a new vlog camera too, and I kind of need to use those microphones for my vlogs because the camera that I've bought is like amazing in every way except for the microphone, apparently, according to reviews. So I'll probably use those microphones with the vlogs because they'll actually need it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, before we shop our stash, I know this video is very long-winded already. I'm literally just excited to film right now, so I'm just talking a lot. Let's get changed and do the hair quick, and then we'll shop our stash. So if you don't care about all this, feel free to fast forward a couple of minutes. I want to wear this. This is from Runaway from Petal and Pup, and they sent this to me, and they gave me a discount code, Shaaanxo, I believe it is, if you want to save money off Petal and Pup. That's where that little necklace I've been wearing is from. I showed in my vlog channel, but I figured I'd wear this today because it just looks so cute, and I love wearing creamy golden tones, and then it kind of doesn't really matter what color makeup we do because it's quite neutral. To be fair, I normally wear this kind of color when I have a lot of fake tan on, so I don't know if I suit it as much. I've got like a little nude bralette on under it as well because it is like a crochet kind of vibe. Let's see what we're doing with the hair. I feel like I might just like curl it loosely because it's going to have a lot of wave in it from the plaits. I was meant to be using my hair curler, like my heatless hair curler from XO Beauty, but I forgot to put it in, and then I committed to the braids for 2 days because honestly it's just been a wild few days. I've been so busy. Like I said, I've been sick, but I've been so busy. Honestly, behind the scenes, I feel like I haven't been very productive on, well actually I have been productive on YouTube, it's just that the content's not out yet. So I've been like doing a lot of content stuff for like brands and for XO Beauty and things, and then just all this other work for like my brand, and we've been trying to get a car, like buy a car, and also I've been dealing with Porter, and then I've been dealing with these like trip things that are coming. There's so much stuff going on, man. And when you're sick as well, like I just get so overwhelmed, and so today I was like, I just want to like, oh my god, I look like the friggin' lion off Wizard of Oz. Like I just wanted to film and do stuff that makes me happy. Like this is my happy space. Like filming for you guys is my happy scenario. GHD Kronos, I don't know. Keep protecting. This is the straight one. I have the curly one in my bathroom, but I can't be bothered going to get it. I'm sure it'll still work fine. And yesterday I had an appointment to go get my toes and my nails, toes and nails done. So I got my birthday nails while I'm filming this, 31st of June. My birthday's the 12th of August, so they're gonna be like kind of grown out by then, but whatever. This is just when my appointment was. So yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit more fun for my birthday now, so we did like rhinestones and some little ombre colorful tips because I just needed some color in my life. What else have I been up to? Oh, Hamish bought me a computer for my, I just scratched my chin, a computer or a laptop for my birthday to play video games on, aka The Sims, because I was playing The Sims on my old MacBook, and I'm saying like it was like an 8-year-old laptop. It was really old. So now I just have a much better experience when I'm building my houses. I'm just gonna do like little curls. There's literally nothing wrong with being pale, obviously, guys. In my everyday life, I do embrace it a lot now. I don't really tan unless it's for videos or events. But like when I'm looking in the viewfinder, I'm like, oh my god, just not used to it. And I just feel like my face does not carry makeup well when I have no fake tan on. So we'll see how this goes as well. People liked the blue look I did with no fake tan on last time. I thought it was like very intense. This is how the hair's coming out. But I listen to my people. I'm gonna believe you guys. Part of me just wants to use Copper Sparkle pigment after doing my declutter and remembering how iconic that color was and how often I used to use it back, you know, when I used to live in Auckland in like 2014. For my birthday this year, we are going to our beach house. Gonna catch up with friends, gonna catch up with Sally, gonna catch up with some of my other friends that live in Auckland. I think we're gonna do some baking. Like this is your 30s. Board games, baking, take Porter to the park, maybe take him to the farm. Right, I'm gonna finish my hair. Our plumber turned up last second and now he's in the house, and I feel really awkward filming, and so I got all anxious. I started picking my face. Being like a little bit sick lately, and my skin's like broken out a little bit, or a lot. Look, I've got like quite a few breakouts. I don't normally really get that many anymore, so got myself a Barocca Rockers always look filthy. Look at that. That does not look enticing whatsoever. Anyways, hair's done. Nice and soft, just soft wavy. That'll do. And I thought I would just pop in some earrings as well and a necklace, because whenever I feel frumpy and ugly, a little bit of gold jewellery just really makes the difference. Like, look at that. Immediately more polished. I'm just obsessed with like this size hoop at the moment, like kind of like a medium hoop. Nah, it's literally got no branding. Before we shop our stash, I'm just gonna pop on some of this. I'm just using my little travel one still. This is the Tir Tir Milk Skin Toner in Light. Look, I already feel cute now that I've got jewellery on. Isn't it just amazing? So I just take this straight on my hand. Just kind of using it before I use my primer or moisturizer or whatever. It just wakes up your face, makes it feel so much more hydrated and smooth and plump. Like, visibly looks smoother too. I'm gonna put some down my neck too, because just, you know when you're sick and just everything feels like dry? I did do a like flawless skin foundation routine. If you want to go watch, I'll link it below, where I show like this product in depth and talk about the ingredients and like how I get like flawless skin. Putting it on my arms as well and on my hands. All right, let's shop our stash. We've got our box. All right, brows and everything are in here. Maybe we'll do the brow wax again, because I really loved that when we tried that for the first time. Maybe we just keep in theme. And this. For mascara, I have a new one. This is not a Benefit sponsorship. Jeez, it's starting off strong with Benefit though. We've got the Wild Plum Bag Gal Bang. I really want to try this. So let's try this. That's a new one. I'm going to do a mixture of like old and new in this Shop My Stash. So to go with that, I guess you could go pink or purple really. This colour's really cool. Maybe something like this. Maybe like some baby pink in the waterline rather than nude. And then I think I'll do some like neutral colours with that and just make like a vibrant liner. So do I need anything else out of here? I don't think so. We can reach back in if we need other stuff. But let's have a look up here. Oh, that looks pretty. How about like a little duochrome? I don't know what kind of duochrome this is, but it's a very light colour, maybe for the inner corner. Normally if I do like a duochrome inner corner, I do like one of these from Exo Beauty, and they kind of shift like pink and things like that. Look, here's another one that kind of has that kind of effect, Danessa Myrix. But I haven't tried any of these Colourpop ones yet, so let's pop that in there. Kind of wanted to go for a pigment I haven't used in ages, which was the Copper Sparkle. It looks like this, but I just don't know if that's gonna go. How about tan? I have not used tan in such a long time, but look at that color. It's like a really nice pale, like bronzy nude. Don't know, just really nice. Thank you.
Sorry, he was meant to message me and he didn't say he was coming in the morning. He just turned up.
Some of these are so pretty too. I feel like I want another option for the inner corner that has got a little bit more pink, because I just think it'll look really pretty. Oh, what about these? These are so pretty. The limited edition ones from Colourpop. I don't think you'll be able to get them anymore. I mean, I'll have a look and see if I can find them online still. Sometimes they do have stuff for a while, but the Jelly Much eyeshadows, I'm sure there'll be other pink ones. I'll do some research and I'll link some below for you guys. But these are just stunning, and I feel like with like the burgundy plum vibes could be really pretty. And you know me, I just love pink makeup, so more options. But I'll probably swatch this one and see how we go. Now I probably need just like normal eyeshadows to go with this too. Now this draw's very messy because we have not tidied up or, you know, decluttered. So we've got heats, and I want to use something that I haven't used in a while, or like haven't used before. Have I used these ones? I love these What's Up Beauty palettes. Like, look how pretty that desert rose color is. Feeling like mauves. Oh, look at those ones. I have used this palette before, but not in a while. Those bottom three on the left. Wow, those are like literally the vibe I want to go for. Maybe I'll take this. And then I just need something warmer as well. Like, oh, maybe that bottom right color. Let's do some more Colourpop. So this is the California Love palette. Look how faded the packaging is. You can tell it's like kind of old. It's probably been sitting in the sun or something. Here's how we're looking. Don't judge how messy this drawer is as well. Ooh. What lashes do I want to wear today? I'm thinking something kind of light and naturalish. Maybe just some stunners. They're a little bit more natural. Alright, base. and blush, etc. I haven't used moisturizer yet, and I'm going to use why do I keep saying Tir Tir, the lighter color, which is 21N Ivory. You don't have to use moisturizer with that, like it applies so beautifully without, but I thought the Ceramizer by MAC, sorry it's not really focusing very well, but this is like a hydrating serum primer, so like a skincare vibe beforehand I think will be nice. I'm going to wet a sponge. We're gonna need some powder. Oh, I haven't used this in ages. I've been using like pretty much just my Huda Beauties, so this has got a loose powder and a pressed powder in one. And I don't always set the Tir Tir foundation, but I might today. Might do a bit more of a matte face and then kind of add glow back in with bronzer, blush and all of that. So an old favourite. Here's another old favourite, the Pretty Fresh. Oh, I almost forgot concealer. Actually, I don't always need concealer with this foundation, but let's do... I'm pale right now. House Labs looks quite pale. I literally have forgotten that I'm doing makeup for pale skin, so this is probably too dark. I've got one size in Fair 3, so we'll do that. That sounds like a light colour. Alright, bronzer for paler skin. Oh, I haven't used this in ages. Nubler. This is Ombre. I feel like it's quite buildable, so it should be alright. Do I want highlighter? I don't think I've ever used this. Let's try this. I don't even think you'd be able to get this anymore, but I need to use it one day, right? And for blush, I think it's safe to say we're going to need something a bit pinky. I'm going to try not to reach for the ones I always reach for. Oh, in fact, what if we go for like a blush palette? Because I haven't used this much yet. I wonder if these colours are going to be too intense. I feel like actually Milkshake's like not too dark. We'll do this. And some lash zone. I almost forgot about lips. That's funny. Oh my god, it's a mess. This is our next declutter probably. I might actually just do Holiday. Whoops. Because I feel like that's a safe kind of colour. Maybe even like the pink Huda Beauty. Oh, I've used that so much though. What about Lifter Gloss? I'm just going to grab a couple colours. Let's get into it. So this is the MAC Hyper Real Ceramizer. I've been dying to try this. Packaging is so beautiful. Look at this. It's like a gold cap. So this has Japanese peony extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid and other ceramides. So it's just supposed to be like super hydrating, and that's exactly what I need. Like I just feel very dull. I've already got that milk stuff on, which by the way, I will link everything in a link down below in the down bar so you can find everything I'm using really easily if you want like the name of anything or whatever. It's actually thicker than I thought it would be. It feels like slime. It feels like slippery. Like I want to say it feels like, you know, the feeling of like silicone, but it's not silicone-y, but it's like that kind of thickness and texture, except it actually like feels like it's melting into my skin properly. Yeah, it's way thicker than I assumed it would be. Look at that. It's like nearly like a moisturizer. It actually does feel like very luxurious. Okay. I almost feel like it soaks in so nicely that even if you had oily skin, honestly, maybe get a sample. I feel like it feels really good. Look at reviews. I don't know. It feels a little bit different from like most other products I have tried, to be honest. So I'm confused, but pleasantly surprised. Right. I don't know whether to do my brows or my foundation first. I might do my brows first because I feel like brow waxes can get a little bit messy, and that way we can clean it up if we need to before we put on our foundation. I've been forgetting to put on my lash serum again because I used up the one that was like by my desk, and I feel like that's the best place to put it, guys. If you are someone that forgets to put on lash serum, like chuck it at your desk or like on your bedside table or something where like you literally are there all the time, because even if I put it in my drawer with all my other skincare for like evening skincare, like sometimes I still forget. It kind of has to be like right in front of me for me to remember. It's so bad, I know, but put it with like your lip balm or something. I'm definitely most excited for my eye makeup today because there's some stuff I haven't used in ages. Oh, okay, we've got the trifecta for brows today. So I'll show you how I use each one. I used these the other day in a First Impressions. This is so good though. What is it called? Precisely My Brow Wax, but it's the tinted one. I gave my mum the clear one, and literally I just push this in, and you can put this on in a way where it looks tidy, but the way I apply it, I kind of just like throw it in there and really press it in so it does smudge a little bit, and then I can just like tidy it up because it kind of like fills my brows in nicely. And I know we've got these other products too, but just wait. I mean, To be fair though, like for some reason today that's literally filled them in so well, I don't even know if I need other products. So I might just stop there. We'll do some makeup and then I can use the others to like touch up as we go if I need like a bit more. Because I'm just remembering once again I have no fake tan on, so it looks a little bit more harsh on me right now than normal because of the color contrast. Maybe I should have gone in with like a lighter hand, but whatever. I'm gonna put some of the serum on my neck lines. I get like mad necklines, like obviously just aging, dehydration, but also because I sleep on my face and I like scrunch up real bad. So it's just, I think my worst enemy is the way I sleep. I've noticed my skin, like my face, like is way more saggy and stuff as well, like aging. And I'm like, I really need to stop sleeping on my face. Like even if I'm using a silk pillowcase, like just the sheer pressure, I wake up and I'm like shoved into this friggin' pillow. I'm like, just lay on your back. I feel like it's so much better for you, for aging wise, to sleep on your back. But I love sleeping with my face shoved into the bed or into the pillows. Like it's just so comfy. I want to start like looking into getting facials, but once again I'm scared of that kind of stuff too. I've obviously had facials, but the thought of going in, like I just freak out. I'm gonna see how this massage goes, and like if they're good and if they're really nice, like maybe I'll go back because I know they do like facials. Hamish made me a second coffee. Pop in with foundation. I'm going to use the Tir Tir Mask Fit foundation, as you know, 21 in Ivory. I've used this in a few videos lately. I'm going to use it with a sponge today to show you that, because I don't know if I've showed you that method. I just literally push it in just the same way I would with like the little applicator it comes with. By all means, like that applicator is really good, but I wanted to use a sponge today because I'm also going to use the sponge for my concealer. Let's see how this color goes. I really committed to that, didn't I? I didn't even check to see if this is like a good color for me today. I feel like it's a shade too dark, but I think if we blend it, it will be fine. I could probably wear, yeah, because this does dry like a shade darker as well. I should probably be using like the shade one lighter than this. I think that is the shade 15C Fair Porcelain. I might mix some of this in just so we can see. Let me just blend this cheek out though. Oh my gosh, this just makes me feel so good about my skin though. Like look how pretty it is. I love it. I've had a few of you guys say that you've bought it after seeing like my first impression, and also I did work with them. They saw my first impression, which was so cool, and then they wanted to sponsor me, which that is so cool. It's been one of my most reached for products since I tried it for the first time. Okay, I just put like the residue on my forehead. There's not a lot there. It doesn't look bad though, does it? The undertone is literally perfect. It's just like one shade too dark. So let's go in with a little bit of Fair Porcelain. Looks lighter on the sponge. The undertone's still perfect. I'm just gonna use that one tap all over. Just doing like a little bit of a second coat of foundation. Honestly, I'm kind of like right in between both of these because when I mix them, they're good. I feel like if I use this by itself, it's probably going to be ever so slightly too pale, which is probably better to be a little bit too pale because then I can just use bronzer. But and I've just run some down my neck and chest as well, just to like make everything look all nice and smooth and even, because I've got so many little like freckles and things on my chest, like sun damage. Let me tell you though, my sun protection has been on point lately. Like I am so good at putting sunscreen like on my chest, my face, my hands every day. So I guess I'll keep both of those shades because I feel like they're both going to come in handy. I feel so pale, but I feel like my skin just looks gorgeous. One thing I do struggle with a little bit when I am so pale when I'm using foundation is if it's like a matte foundation, I just feel like my skin looks so dull. Like just personally, I'm not saying other people, just myself, like I feel like I just don't have like life in my skin. Like I find when I'm pale, I almost look better with no makeup on because my skin has more like dimension and texture and glow. And when I wear like some foundations when I'm pale, I just feel like it makes me look dull and matte and you know, and I feel like this is so much better. This kind of foundation where I just have like that glow still, it makes me look healthier and radiant, because I guess that's the thing, like when I wear fake tan, I know it's not necessarily true, but this is how I feel more like healthy and radiant with like a tan. I know it's probably just my brain washing myself, but do you know what I mean? We'll do concealer. I still don't know how I feel about this concealer. This is the shade Fair Golden House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. I just feel like it's so thick. I'm not going to use much. I'm just going to kind of apply it on that inner part and like where I'm super, super dark there. I don't really need any anywhere else. We'll just tap this out. I think the colour's good. I might actually just put some under my brow bone and carve it out with a brush to make my brows look a bit sharper and more glam. Do you guys want to see me cut down my beauty videos like this into very fast videos for like YouTube shorts and TikToks and stuff? Like, do you want to see like just the basics, fast paced? Because obviously these videos, like, I talk a lot. It's just my vibe. People watch me and know that I'm like this. But I know sometimes people just want like, you know, short form content. Do I edit these smaller? Would you be interested in that? Or is like that not your thing? Would you rather like a dedicated short form content situation, like where I film something different rather than reusing this long video and making something small? Do you know what I mean? For some reason, this just makes the biggest difference. It just looks so much sharper. I know not everyone likes that look, but you do you, babe. And then I'll just take my sponge and tip it up. Honestly, up close too, my skin looks nice. You can see on my mole like how it's healed as well. It is still a little bit raised. Nothing crazy. I don't know if I'm going to go back and get it done some more. She said I might need to, like if it heals and it's not quite flat, just because it was like, you know, big. But I also don't hate it because it kind of makes me feel like it's still there, but it's pretty and small again. So I don't know. I'll decide. Like, I'm gonna let it, because, you know, it could still be healing technically. And I should have probably still been strapping it down with the tape, but I'm just lazy. So yeah, I'll probably let it heal for a while longer. Like, I'll probably wait like a year or something, and then I'll just go from there. Filled in the tail a little bit with the Precisely My Brow Detailer. This is like the finest tip in the world, I swear. It's so tiny. I've raved about this. Now be very careful though, because it's so pigmented. It's like a dupe for the Cherry Blossom one. So I'm taking my Ultra Soft Powder Puff, the smallest amount, and we'll just tap that on, because you can always add more, but it's so hard when you've done too much. It's so pigmented and so brightening in a way that starts to look a bit creepy. If you love a dramatic bright under eye though, like this is going to be your favorite thing in the world. I'm going to press a little bit harder to get more on the very tip there, because I want it to be way brighter just on this inner corner where I'm super dark. Oh my gosh guys, so I've watched House of Dragons. No spoilers, don't worry. I'm so angry that dragons aren't real, because I just want a dragon. I want to ride a dragon. I think I could. I told Hamish, I was like, I reckon I could ride a dragon. He's like, no you couldn't. I was like, I think I could. I have this weird thing about me where I just think I could do these things. I don't know if I could. Like, I think I could build a fence, but I reckon I could fly a dragon. I reckon it'd be fine. And I'm just obsessed with dragons, and I really loved House of Dragons. I liked Game of Thrones a lot, but I wasn't like the biggest, I wasn't like a diehard fan of Game of Thrones, but I still really enjoyed it. In fact, I want to go back and watch it again, because I feel like I'll watch it better the second time and like pick up on things that I got confused about the first time, because it's like there's a lot happening. House of Dragons, frothed it, loved it. And I'm not a big fantasy watcher, loved it though. And I just want a dragon so bad. Right, I'm gonna do a light layer of powder. I don't always set my foundation these days. In fact, I don't really, but I just felt like doing it today because it's to shop my stash and I wanted to use some stuff I haven't used in ages. I haven't used this in ages. This is Fair 3N by One Size. I think it's a good powder. It reminds me of like the MAC Studio Fix powder vibes. Like very full coverage, but MAC's obviously like my die hard, ride or die, you know what I mean? And I'm scared of looking dusty, so I'm not using too much. And I know the under eyes still look really intense. I'm gonna dust them off soon. I'm just stoked that I actually like how my skin looks while it's pale for once, because if I can start really feeling comfortable in makeup with my natural paler skin tone, like that's turning a leaf for me, because like I said, when I'm doing makeup, like I just always liked fake tan. In real life, like I said, I don't always wear fake tan, so like it'd be so nice to actually feel comfortable to like whip on makeup too. I have to get a paler shade of this, because this is like my go-to day to day, but it's a little bit more like fake tan color. I want to do bronzer because I just feel flat. So let's see how this looks on my pale skin. This is Umbra from Nabla. I really want to try some more Nabla makeup because I haven't tried anything in a couple of years, probably, like anything new. So if you've got any recommendations, let me know. This is a very warm color, which is my preference. Just so nervous of how it's gonna like look. It's so funny how you get used to seeing yourself in a certain way, eh? And just to be clear, it's not because I think I'm like ugly with no fake tan on. Like I still am confident with no fake tan on. It's just like I said, the way makeup sits on my skin when I don't have fake tan on, like I just don't like it as much. And always down my nose. You know what, I actually really like that bronzer. I think it looks good. For my eye makeup, I think first we'll go in with that what is this, California Love palette, and we'll just do like some warming up in the crease before heading into the mauve colors. Because I'm wearing gold, my warm hair, my warm bronzer at the top, like I just feel like we need some warmth through the eyes before we begin. Otherwise I feel like the eye makeup's just gonna stand out like dog's balls. We're gonna do the Bay. This color just looks stunning. I've got a hair on my lip. I'm not gonna bother with primer because I'm feeling a bit lazy. This is gonna be the main event today, What's Up Beauty. I have used this palette before. This is the Geodes palette. These eyeshadows are unreal. Like all of the palettes from this brand are unreal. I'm gonna use a crease blender brush. I'm gonna start with Rock. I don't know, it's not quite like mauve, it's like a little bit cooler toned, but not too cool. I think it's gonna blend well with the crease color we've got on. Oh fuck, what's happening to my camera? I actually think my camera just broke. There's no way. I'm gonna have to go on manual focus. Apologies if the focus isn't perfect because I have to do it manually. I don't know what just happened to my camera. Just friggin' replaced my vlog camera. I wouldn't have done that if I knew I needed a new beauty camera. That's okay. Hopefully it's just having a moment today and it's not actually broken. I'm gonna take the big brush again with Rhodonite. Just gonna kind of blend that in. Oh, I was like, why? Like my eyesight's gone all blurry now, but it's just a film over the mirror. That is so pretty. Problem is, I really want to use this agate color. Is that how you say that word? I don't even know. But I've got the tan pigment, but look at this. This one here, look at this. Oh! And then rose quartz next to it. That's so me. That's like the color I want on my inner corner. Before I go ahead and do anything else, I'm just gonna figure out what we're doing with the pigments, etc. This ColourPop color, this is called Glaze. Okay, this is a gold. I don't know if that's going to be right for today because I really do want something a bit more like pink to kind of reflect the mascara and everything. So we've got these, right? Okay, let's have a look at the tan pigment. Why is my hair everywhere? I can't zoom in and show you. But there's how she looks. Oh, itchy. It's so pretty. Okay, let's do this. I feel like this is going to be pretty. I just want to like use my finger. Wow, it is just so pretty on. I can't describe it. I'm literally just like smoothing it all over the lid, and then I might just use like a mixture of the eyeshadow palette too. Let's just see. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, fallout though. Kind of normal with pigments, remember. I'm gonna go in with that Rhodonite color under. I'm gonna go in with some rose quartz. Scratch that, we'll use our finger. Wow, that's so cool. I love this. Can you see the pink reflect? Probably not very well on camera, but this color literally reminds me of my collab with Lit Glitter. It's still available if you didn't know. Lit Glitter, Shaaanxo collaboration. I'll link it in the products list just so you can find it if you want down below. If you want a glitter version of that color. I think I'll just go for the paler one on the inner corner. So this is called Forever Valentine by ColourPop. Hopefully it's not dried out. I do find like this formula dries out so quick. It's a little bit dried out. But hey, they're so affordable. It's just annoying because like I want to like keep it in my collection forever because I love them so much. But like they become unusable. And it's dumb. Okay, it's still working good. Look at that difference, like just the pop of baby pink. I decluttered in my last declutter video. I'll link that below as well. All of my other ones of these because yeah, they don't last. Does anyone else have that problem or is it a me thing? How do you guys revive them? So I genuinely just feel so pretty in these kinds of colors. I'm gonna take a very small amount of rose quartz again on the highest part of my brow bone. On a brush so it's not quite as intense. Alright, we've got chrome sticks in pastel pink and magenta from the Norvina ABH. I don't even know if they still make these, to be quite honest with you. It's giving like the same effect as a nude eyeliner, but with the pinks it's like, you know, it goes with the pink, which is fun. I'm just rubbing it on my hand to warm it up. I find it makes these ones go on better. just feel like you have to warm them up so much. Like, just doesn't transfer well on my eye. It is also old. I'm squishing some into my hand, and then I'm going to use a little brush. This one's by What's Up Beauty as well, R112. Literally, I've squished it. I'm going to warm it up on the brush, like using my hand. And let's try this. That's not working at all. It's literally not transferring on. Oh god. It literally, like, it actually isn't working. Okay, we're just gonna have to persevere. Color is incredible though. Maybe I'll just do a little baby wing. It is crumbling a little. The eyeliner just looks like not finished because, ugh. Let me see what I've got in my collection. Maybe we can do something. How about this? This is the tie-dye by GLAM. I'll spray some of our pretty fresh setting spray in here to wet it, like so. Let's spray some on our face too. I love the smell of that. It smells nostalgic to me now. Let's see how this color compares. I'm sorry, this is no longer a baby wing. The color is almost bang on. It's just slightly more purple. The eyeliner is not even related in terms of like, it just looks completely different on both eyes. Like one side is like flat eyeliner, one's flicked, whatever. If there's one thing I've learned over the years with eyeliner, it's just accept it. Eyeliner is going to do what it wants to do. Like, don't fight it. It's like taming a dragon. The chances are slim. Oh, I'm so excited to try this because I do like Bad Gal Bang. Like I say, my favorite mascara from Benefit is Roller Lash by far. There's just something about Roller Lash that just so good, but I do still like Bad Gal Bang, and the fact that this is like a reddish color, I'm so excited to try it. I believe it's quite muted. I feel like from what I've seen online, it reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk mascara that I used in a few videos a while back. Yeah, very muted deep plum, so actually it's not super colorful. I wouldn't be worried. I'd actually say if you've got like green, brown eyes, anything like that, this is probably going to be such a nice everyday color because it's going to look colorful but in such a subtle way, like a brown, you know? Anyone could wear this though, any eye color. I'm just going to go straight in. I'm not going to curl. Yeah, it's such a nice color. I think this would be a really nice everyday color for myself with my eye color. Oh my god, my under eyes look so buttery smooth. And like I said, I'm wearing falsies today, but because this is such like a muted color, I think the black will still blend in with the color very well. I got some on my lash. Oops, I got some on my lid. I'm trying to get this to, sorry if it's not in focus, like I said, I don't know. It's so pretty. These are my bottom lashes. It's so pretty. It's just subtle. If you like a more natural mascara, it's actually quite natural looking because it's quite a muted color. You know, it doesn't look as harsh as black, but it still gives you drama because the formula is so good. Like, it's still so volumizing, lengthening and everything. Do you know what I mean? So it's like dramatic, but the color is natural, which you wouldn't think so because it's like colorful, but it really is. It's actually so subtle. I hope you can see. I'm so sorry. There we go. I think that's in focus-ish. That's so nice. All right, let me whip this on. I'll be right back. All right, and I just popped on the stunner lash on the outer corner, look like this, and you can just see it's just like lifted my eye a little bit, added a bit more volume. I might actually put some mascara on top of them soon once like the glue's stuck down properly. I just think they look so pretty. They're like subtle but not, you know? People say I look younger with like my paler skin. Do you guys agree? I actually don't care about looking younger. I feel like I look my age. How old am I now? I think I'm turning 32. Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm 31 still right now. I feel like I look like 31, 32. Do you know what I always find so awkward is like that kind of phenomenon over on TikTok. It's like people being like, oh, like I look like so much younger than I am, la la la, but they actually don't. And I'm not saying that to be a hater. I'm sure this is like rage bait. Like it'll be like someone in their 40s and they're like, people tell me I look like I'm in my 20s, but they look their age, and it's not even a bad thing. Like, they look good, they just look their age. Like, why are people so obsessed with not looking their age? I don't mean it in terms of like your style and stuff, because I think like you should just wear whatever you want no matter what age you are. And yeah, some people do look younger and some people do look older, but it's just like this, I don't know, like I said, I think it's rage bait. Like, I think people are like purposefully being like, yeah, people think I look 18 when they blatantly don't look 18. Like, imagine if I was over here like, yeah, I think I look like I'm 18. But you know why people do it? Because if I sat here and said to you guys, I look like I'm 18, all the comments are gonna blow up being like, no you don't, no you don't. Drives up my engagement, gets me more views, gets me more money, you know? That's why people do these things, guys. I don't do that because I feel like it's weird to do that. I prefer to gain authentic engagement on like normal things, and like people that actually want to comment, just let them comment. In saying that though, this is why I do appreciate if you comment, if you like. Every little thing does help me at the end of the day. So I appreciate all of you who do. Plus I just like reading your comments. It's like, you know, it's fun. But don't be fooled for people that are rage baiting just to get rich and get viral. Look at this gloss. This was on my desk. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Might have to use that. The waterline is not holding up. I think I actually need to just throw away my eyeliners, those like Norvina ones, because I think they're just old, to be fair. Like, look, they're just not working properly. So we'll use the old trusty. I just stabbed myself in the eye. Did you see that? This is my favorite at the moment. It's so good. Okay, I feel so good. This makeup, I'm sure I've probably done a look just like this before, because I don't know, I really do gravitate towards these types of colors. Like, I was thinking I'm gonna do something so colorful today. This is still colorful, don't get me wrong, but it's really not like, you know, this is so wearable for color. Just covering the falsies with a little bit of this just to tint them, really. That'll just take away a little bit of the black, make them blend even more into the rest of the lashes. Honestly, that turns me on, like the side profile of lashes. Like every time I look at myself side on, I'm like, oh yeah, little like flicky flick. Blush and highlight and lips, and we're done. And me talking for the last hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's all gonna be over. Hang in there. Right, should we do a milkshake? No, you know what? Might be good. Let's see. I've been kind of experimenting with my blush placement lately and kind of just doing it here rather than all the way back. And I fear it might look better. Oh my god, that color is so pretty. What the hell? And it just glides on. Honestly, my under eyes is just so smooth today. I forget how much I love that Shein powder. Okay, I'm not used to being pale and I've put on so much blush, so I'm just gonna go back in with my powder brush and like blend it a little. If the sun doesn't go behind a cloud, I'm gonna have to put down my blinds. I literally have like stars in my eyes because the sun was so bright just then. We've got the highlighter. So I don't think I've ever used this. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio Highlighter Palette. No idea if you can still get this. I literally bought this like 4 years ago and I just never used it. I don't know why. It was so expensive. I've still got the friggin' divider in. So I'm going to use this pinker one. I want like a little highlighty brush. Let's do this one. Detail face brush. Just wiping it off. This is how I get makeup all over my pants. I've got like makeup pants that I wear. I know to some people that's revolting, but it's so handy. Really, I should probably get like an apron, like a little apron that I can wear around my waist and wipe my makeup brushes on. Man, that would be kind of genius. Maybe I should invent that. No, it's probably already a thing. Okay, and when I rub over the powder and look at my brush, like, it looks incredible. I'm kind of excited. Ow. That's exactly the kind of color I want. Like, that's what I was picturing. Oh, and it's so smooth. Immediately love. And then I'd actually like to put some of this on the brow bone too. Right, I've been like literally using this liner every time I do my makeup for the last probably 4 or 5 times. Holiday. It's like the perfect neutral like peachy pink. See what I mean? Like it's got just enough of a touch of pink in it to kind of go with the look, but it's like neutral peachy pink. You know, it's not just pink. I think I will just like matte out my lips again a little bit more with a matte liquid lipstick. This is Lace. I'm just going to blend it all over. Now I don't know if I want to do this one, which I did in the, like I shopped my stash for, or this one that was on my desk. It's like glimmery. Maybe this one though. I feel like we've got a lot of frosty pinky happening already. This is the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline and it's in the shade Reef. And let's just try this on. I was picturing something a little bit paler, but I don't hate it, especially with like the top and the gold jewellery and everything. I don't know, I just don't love it. I'm starting again. I'm actually so upset that I'm up to date with House of Dragons. Like, kind of depressing when you like finish a show you love and you're like, well, now what? Daisy, and it is God knows what. It's literally all in Korean. Glowy lip gloss. It's got a like silicone applicator. I think it's better. I just don't even know if I want like glossy lips today. I feel like I need more pink on my lips. See, this is another thing. When I've got fake tan on, I feel like I feel like I can like suit any lip color with fake tan on. And then once I have no fake tan on, I feel like every lip color just looks like too intense. I'm gonna keep the lip liner. Bear with me. Extra Spicy by P. Louise. This is like a pale ass pink, but I want the vibe of pale. Oh, she's definitely pale. I shopped a new one. This is such a cool color. It's called Rain Check. Look at it. It's like a gummy purpley pinky color. Oh, it's not gonna focus. I keep forgetting that my camera's broken. Look at it. It's a lip oil. I'm hoping it'll like blend it all. Cannot tell if I love it or hate it. That's the finished makeup. I'm gonna lift up my blind and see if we can get some better lighting going on, but I love it. I'm not sure about the lips. Obviously this is like meant for your eyes and face, I think, and it's like quite intense on the lips. I don't know, I just needed something in a pinch. Here it is in the sunlight. I feel so flawless. I love this foundation so much. I'm so sorry if you're sick of hearing about it. I know everyone and their mum is talking about Tir Tir at the moment, but honestly, like, oof, I think it looks so pretty. I love the eye makeup. I actually feel good. Like I feel really, really good in my natural skin with this makeup on. That's the goal. I'm gonna keep doing this every now and then. Don't expect me to give up fake tan, okay? I love fake tan, but I am enjoying this little kind of, you know, journey I'm on with the paler skin and learning what kind of suits me and stuff like that. So hopefully those of you who are also pale AF that follow me enjoy this. Okay, I know I'm not like pale AF. I know some of you follow me that literally are way paler than me. I hope I'm not, like, I do not mean to like offend anyone. It's just like compared to what I'm used to, you know? I mean, you guys know my intentions. You guys know my heart. You know I'm not trying to be a dick. I hope it's helpful. There's some makeup that I think looks really pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hope my camera's not broken. I'm gonna fidget around with it now. Fingers crossed. And I will talk to you guys in my next video, and also go check out my vlogs. There's new ones up right now. Bye!